This says, describe a time when you felt like you're in a difficult situation with a friend. I would say, I guess one that is, the most impactful for me is when, so it started in high school last year. I guess me and my best friend were in the same middle school. And then I went with all my best friends in middle school. And then they all went to the same high schools. I was the only one who went to a different high school than them. I was like alone, I guess you could say. And my best friend went to a high school that I got accepted in, but I rejected it. I didn't like it. And these two high schools were across from each other, across the city. So I guess even though we talked to each other, we didn't feel like the same energy as being in person and being in the same school. And I think it was it was difficult to maintain a good friendship or a strong friendship, even though we were long distance. I'm pretty sure many people can do it, but I think me and him were in in different situations and different places, and it was difficult for us to maintain a friendship.
I can already tell.
Pick a number. It could be the same one.
I'll pick 2.
This says, if you knew you would die in 30 days, what would you do with those 30 days?
I think I would take the first 30 days and try and go somewhere I've always wanted to go. I'd probably go back to Trinidad because that's where my mom is from. It's in the Caribbean, so it's out of the country, Trinidad and Tobago. And I'll go there just because that's my homeland. That's where a lot of my ancestors are from. And it's also really tropical and fun and stuff. And I would hang out there for the first 10 days just so I can get in touch with my ancestors and stuff and just also have a good time. The food there is really good. And then I'd also, from the 10th to the 20th day, I would spend time, I would get all my best friends and I would just spend time with them and hang out with them and probably go play soccer, play a bunch of sports and just have a lot of fun. That's honestly a dream come true. That would be awesome. And for the last 10 days, I'll probably spend time with my family, just saying goodbyes and all this stuff, telling people stuff that I never told them before or that I've always wanted to tell them, and just having a good time, I guess. I'll probably get all my aunties to make the type of food we make on Thanksgiving, oven baked mac and cheese and stuff like that, and stuff myself. So I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, there's something about this question as well. So I saw this movie called Clouds. It's about this boy who was terminal in cancer. His name is Zach Zobiek, I think. And he didn't have much time to live, but he made a song that went viral. It's called Clouds, the song, and the movie's also called Clouds. And there's a quote that he says that I like. It says, you don't have to find out you're dying to start living. And I think that this question makes me think that even if I wasn't going to die in 30 days, I could still try to enjoy as much as I can, because something may happen to me tomorrow, right? As an example, and I may regret not living the life as much.
That's a good quote. Makes you think all the stuff you want to do, and then it puts it in a time frame, so it's even harder to do that. Yeah.
So we can do one more. I got a question. Name something that you could improve your life. What's stopping you? I think for me, or something something I would like to improve is being a bigger role model for my brother. Since we're a decade of age difference, he's still learning, and I'm his big role model. And I think that I should, give him advice about getting best, the things he should do in school, the good stuff, and the things he shouldn't. And I recently told him to enjoy his school as much as he can, because I didn't enjoy the school as much as I did, and it was really good, fun school, and I regret enjoying all those days. And for me, it would just be improving or being a better role model for my brother and giving him as much as advice and help as I can.
Me and my brother are 11 years apart, and he always tells me like what you're trying to tell your brother, like enjoy school and do stuff like that too. So I think you're on the right track.
Yeah. Put that number 6.
6.
Name a relationship that recently ended.
Relationship that recently ended. I don't know how this counts, I guess, but my grandma recently passed away like 2 weeks ago, and I guess that counts because she's no longer physically with me, even though she may be looking down at me from heaven and whatnot. But that was hard for me because she's like, I lived with my grandma for a lot of my life. She was literally in the room down the hall from me, and she was just great grandma. I describe her as like a fairy tale grandma. Like she'd always give me what I wanted right when I wanted it. Like if I asked her for something, she'd order it off Amazon and it would be there the next day. And that was hard for me that she's no longer with me, especially like how supportive she was with like sports. She came to all my games and everything, school events. So that was kind of hard for me.